Hey kid.
Who? Me?
Yeah, you dummy. You wanna play some cool video games?
Yeah, I want to play games.
These games will get your heart pumping.
Hello everyone and welcome to the first installment of the Horror Anthology games series. Before I begin, I just want to say I hurt my voice a little bit, so I'm going to sound a little weird in this video and the next video. So sorry I sound a little hoarse, but the show must go on. Today I'm talking about what is one of the biggest and well-known anthology games of the year, the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. If you don't know, an anthology is a collection of works that generally revolve around a central theme. I am a big fan of horror anthologies with series like Alfred Hitchcock, The Twilight Zone, Goosebumps, Haunting Hour, Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side, Are You Afraid of the Dark, Masters of Horror, and Creepshow. The Haunted PS1 Demo Disc is a collection of different indie horror games, and the central theme of all of these games were made to look and play like PlayStation 1 games. There are a whopping 17 games in this collection. Also, as the name Demo Disc implies, all these games are merely demos for full games that are in development, just like the old school demo discs of old. I was originally going to be putting this video out as a collection through playthroughs of all of the individual demos, but it started to spiral out of control lengthwise, and I just thought it would be best to release this as a review type video instead. If you want me to upload the playthroughs of each game or a specific game, let me know and I can upload it. I'll hold on to the footage for a little while. If not, that's cool. Anyways, let's pop in the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. Starting off, I played Eek 3. Eek 3 isn't actually part of the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc, but it's highly related, so I wanted to play it first. Eek 3 is technically an interactive promotion for the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. A demo for a collection of demos. Eek 3 is actually very similar to the Devolver Land Digital Expo. It's an interactive digital convention. You get to roam around a convention hall, watch demos for various indie games, and interact with different characters from games found in the Haunted PS1 disc. It's pretty cool getting to see all these characters before playing the demos and then seeing them in the actual games. There's also a bit of a fetch quest thing to do too, where you need to talk to specific NPCs which give you items, and then you need to go bring that to another specific NPC who gives you another item, eventually leading to retrieving a key used to open the door out. Okay. There's not really much gameplay aside from that. It's just a cool way to tease the contents of the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. With all that said, what the hell is this thing? I seriously want to know. I couldn't find it anywhere in any of the demos I played, so I don't know if I missed it or what, but I want to play this game. If anybody knows what this is and what it's from, please let me know.
There's a ball pit. What in the hell is that? I was gonna make a joke about the ball pit, but I can't. You can't joke about that. Hey. I don't like you at all. I want to know what game you're from, and I want to play that game because that is absolutely terrifying. Yikes.
Alright, so let's get into the actual contents of the demo disc.
Games here. I think there's like 11. I'm going to give them a shot. Just going to go in order. Here is Dread Delusion. Description, in the Clockwork God's realm, where state-approved magic is regulated by machines, a dark corruption is taking hold. A small-scale, open-world RPG. Oh, and we crashed. Off to a good sign there. Let's try that again.
The first game I played was Dread Delusion. In all honesty, I wasn't huge on this demo. I didn't really get it. Dread Delusion is billed as a PS1 style first-person RPG, but I couldn't really figure out what the hell I was doing in this demo. I just kind of walked around a town for a little bit and it ended. I didn't even get to experience any combat. The environments are kind of interesting and I liked the vibrant colors to the level design, but as a whole, I just didn't really think there was enough to this demo and I didn't really get the concept.
distinct zones. Wield powerful. Witness a shifting story with multiple player choice and endings. What? Okay, that's it, I guess. I wonder if that was a timed demo instead of like a distance demo. Regardless, I don't know how to feel about that one yet. It's interesting. I like the environment and vibe, and if it really is open like it says, I could be something I'm interested in. Wish there was some combat, so that I know what that feels like. I'm intrigued, at least. Anyway, let's move on to the next one. Neko Yume. It's first person, huh? Alright, description. Ambient exploration game in which you traverse a cat-filled dream world. Let's try it.
The next game I played was Neko Yume. It's a game actually made by Modus Interactive, who made that Siren Head game I talked about last week. Neko Yume is heavily inspired by the PlayStation game LSD Dream Emulator. In Neko Yume, you walk around a world where pictures of cats make up everything. Weird and surreal events happen as you walk through and teleport to different locations with a day and night cycle. There aren't really any mechanics to this game, you just can walk around and see weird shit. It's okay, I guess, but I would have liked to see a little bit more in the gameplay aspect. This game is definitely nothing more than a walking sim. Still, seeing structures and things made out of cats is definitely weird, like this cat turtle, or even this cat. I never played LSD Dream Emulator, so maybe I'm just missing something, but this type of game wasn't really my thing.
What in the hell? Wait, go back! Oh my god. I do not understand this game. This isn't really my thing. It's like this weird surreal walking sim thing. It's I don't know. There's just not a lot to it. I'd rather see what else. What else do they have to offer? Dang. Narrative adventure game about mice, fat cats, and the never-ending quest for cheddar. I keep pressing escape to back out of that, and it closes the game. Let's get back into that. Middle of no light, and you've just been crudely awakened by your landlord, demanding an extortant, is that a real word? Amount of rent. You don't have the cheddar to cover it. So you've gone into the nearby neighborhood in search of odd jobs to scrounge up crumbs.
Until Biglight is a first-person horror adventure game. You play as a mouse. Life is rough. Most mouses live in poverty. Work is scarce. Everyone is on the hunt for cheddar. Eventually, you find yourself at a pub, and the bartender directs you to collect on some money owed. This sends you on a fetch quest where you find a mysterious individual who informs you about how the world really works, how cats are keeping mouse kind down, how they drove rats almost to extinction, and eventually you find some old cheese that enlightens your minds to the truth of reality. This leads to conflict with the barkeep, who then decides to turn you into the cats. This is merely a setup for a greater journey. It's definitely an interesting premise, and one that I wouldn't mind playing more of. I can see this game getting really philosophical with topics regarding class and oppression that could relate to our current society.
What the hell is this? This is like, what, the cheese is like an acid trip, and you're having some like weird revelation about the world? I want whatever that cheese was, you know? Give me some of that cheese, man. That cheddar, man. Eons of cheese eating wash over you. The natural state of things. Some crazy ass cheese. Whoa. Wow, language, bro. On to the next one. Snowy Castle. Navigate the castle grounds to relight candles in this atmospheric exploration game. I remember not to press escape this time.
Snowy Castle. The objective of this game is to wander around a castle and the surrounding woods, lighting candles. At its core, it's another walking sim exploration game. Snowy Castle is a pretty atmospheric game. Walking around can feel a little disorienting at first as you're trying to figure out which candle to go to next. There's this demon thing at the beginning too, which I thought would chase me or something, but it just kind of stands there. I also couldn't really tell, but it felt like the longer I played, the darker it was getting, making it harder to see as I walked around. Though I never failed the game. Once I found the last castle, the hidden room was revealed to me where I was stuck with a demon and presumably died. Overall, it's a nice little atmospheric walking sim. I wish that there was some sort of demon or something chasing me as I was lighting these candles just to give it a little bit more tension and challenge, but as a whole, not too bad. Nice little proof of concept.
I'm at 25 out of 24 there. Can I do anything with you? Can I go anywhere? No? Oh. Is that it? Did it just restart? Well, are you finally awake? Still amazed you managed to sleep through all of this. Wind keeps up at night. That went by really fast. But... I don't see any dialogue. See this demon thing. Oh, this is that guy. That's it? Okay. I guess that's the end of this one. Orange County. Elon's children, the beige. Middle-class housing, the beige. Sprinklers, the beige. Your skateboard feels like the only thing real in this place. See how this goes.
Orange County. This was probably my least favorite game in this collection. I just didn't understand what I was supposed to be doing. You play as a kid riding your skateboard throughout a city. You need to collect different foods and drinks from vending machines, which seem to affect you in different ways, but you can't really tell what you're getting. Aside from that, you just ride around and avoid being hit by cars. The screen occasionally will get disoriented and filtered, making it hard to see. Controlling the skateboard is also really hard as well. I couldn't quite figure out how to ride efficiently without bumping into everything and slowing my momentum. Overall, this game was just It's directionless, it's hard to control, and it really wasn't that scary. It actually feels out of place compared to the other games in this collection.
Whoa. Oh. Alright, I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand the point of this one. I did not really like it. The controls were difficult. I did not understand what I was supposed to be doing, or what the food was doing to me. It was a little too open-ended. I don't know, it was just weird. I wasn't big on this one. Heard of this one? A colorful horror game about a haunted ramen mascot. Now this one actually looks pretty fun, so we're gonna this one to go.
Tasty Ramen. Unfortunately, I couldn't get Tasty Ramen to work. I tried multiple times on different days, and I just could not get it to work. It booted up, but I got stuck on the menu. I couldn't move. I couldn't select anything. It's a real shame because I really like the aesthetic of this game, judging from the screenshots, and people online seem to consider it one of the better games on the Haunted PS1 disc. There's a standalone demo on itch I might try, but unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work within the demo disc.
Yeah, doesn't work. If anybody knows what the issue is, how I can get this working, let me know, and I'll come back to it with a later video. Up next, we got Erasure. Working alone at night, only the hum of dozens of deep simulation pods to keep you company. Something is waiting for you. What is this, The Matrix? Is this The Matrix, man?
Erasure was one of my favorite games on the Haunted demo disc. It's an old-school fixed-person camera horror game where you walk around a repurposed hospital and interact with people stuck in a sort of virtual reality sim. It has the feelings of The Matrix. It's super dystopian with a level of techno horror. You jack into different computer terminals where you need to complete an assortment of minigames to advance. This triggers things like patients dying while in the machines. These minigames can be a little weird to figure out, but as a whole aren't too bad. Erasure is genuinely eerie, presenting a creepy but realistic world consumed by virtual reality. It has creepy atmosphere and amazing visuals, and it even got me with a jump scare. Erasure is a game that's a little hard to talk about, but it's definitely something worth checking out for yourself.
What the hell is going on? What the hell? Oh, what? What the hell? Okay. I guess that was Erasure? Maybe? Yeah, so Erasure. I liked that one. It was a little bit confusing. I didn't quite get the mechanics 100%, but I liked the vibe. I liked the atmosphere. I liked the how different and unique it was. Out of all of them that I have played so far, it was the scariest by far, with the atmosphere, the tension, the weird factor, that killer popping out of nowhere. Yeah, I liked it. That was pretty cool. If this gets turned into a full game, I would be more than happy to check that out. Maybe only thing I would say from a criticism standpoint is it's a little hard to read everything. Maybe make the text boxes on the screen a little bit bigger, just so I can see it. Make them stick out a little bit more too, so I don't have to like look all over the screen. But yeah, that would be my biggest thing, but I liked it. Alright, now I got Effigy. I know about this one. I saw it advertised in BoomerCon. I am excited for it. It's already on my wish list. It looked really fun, really good. It is a boomer shooter. It's kind of my thing at this point. But here's the demo. I'm going to play it anyway. I'm going to... Whoa!
Effigy by Redact Games is actually the only game that I was familiar with before I started the demo disc. It's been on my Steam wishlist since I saw it announced at BoomerCon. Effigy is an old-school first-person shooter set on a moon prison overrun with escaped prisoners. Effigy is advertised as having Metroidvania and RPG elements like an open interconnected world, side quests, and unlockable items and abilities. Though for this demo we only had one small area to explore with only a few quests, items, abilities, and guns. Movement and shooting feel pretty good. It's pretty standard for most of the boomer shooters being released these days. I feel like most retro shooters got movement and shooting down at this point. In the demo, you get a few guns at your disposal, a pistol, a shotgun, and a laser gun which you can charge up and bounce off walls. The environments have an Ancient Aliens vibe to me. Obviously, it takes place on the moon, but it feels very like Egyptian or Aztec. The open environments can be a little confusing to navigate, and there are times I got a little lost and turned around, unsure of where to go. But that's the nature of a Metroidvania, right? And I'm sure those issues would go away once I became more familiar with the map. Anyways, this demo just solidified that I will be buying Effigy when it comes out next year. I can never have too many retro shooters, right?
Is this shit? Okay, this is kind of cool. Thank you for playing. Already follow him on Twitter. Already have the game wishlisted on Steam. That was Effigy. Demo was promising. I was surprised to see more of the RPG exploration element in there. But I liked it. Yeah. Liked that one quite a bit. It was fun. And I am looking forward to the final product of this one, Effigy. Alright, up next is in Somnio. Yes, it's another day. Yes, I had another change of clothes. I'm busy. I couldn't get through all of them. It was late. But yeah. Anyway, a collection of 5 different experiences attempting to create my dreams as a game. Totally just spat all over my computer. Great. Okay. Alright, let's see how this is. It's a anthology within an anthology.
Insomnio is a horror walking sim. You walk through various environments as creepy things take place. Each new environment gets increasingly more eerie and scary. This game is essentially a collection in itself, showcasing several really short horror encounters.
I don't know why. So, obviously the whole shtick of the Haunted PS1 Disc is that the games all look like PS1 games, but I don't know why they all have like a filter over them. It just makes it hard to see. Like this one has those little like dots. I mean, it's cool and all, but I don't know why like that's the aesthetic everyone went with. Sit down.
I can control where this train is headed, you know.
Okay. Stupid chair. Interesting voice effect you got going on there. Walking through the woods, my favorite thing to do in game. I wonder what kind of dreams this guy was having. He's spending time walking or sitting in a train, walking through the woods, walking under a hotel. Creepy ass hotel. Oh, my back. I need to get a better chair. I sit in a metal folding chair when I play games. Starting... That was, strange. Thank you. So that was Somnio. It was really short. It was more of a interactive art piece kind of a game. I generally liked the atmosphere. It was kind of uneasy. Uneasy, is that the right way? Eerie, maybe? Yeah. Kind of interesting. On to the next. Did not do this one. Okay. Sauna warming simulator. Feel Finland and Finland feels you. Okay, I'm down for that. I do like Finland. Never been there myself, but I do like Finnish music. Korpiklani, one of my favorites. These are interesting resolutions.
Sauna 2000 is one of the more interesting games and unique games in this collection. It takes place in a sauna in Finland. You're tasked with setting up the sauna before sundown. You need to go around doing things like collecting water, chopping wood, lighting fires, and drinking beer. All typical sauna activities. As you're performing these tasks, things don't seem quite right, as a demon is stalking your property. The time limit is pretty strict, and once night hits, the demon will kill you, though you can lock him out of the sauna.
What is going on? What is happening? I can't tell what the heck's going on. Oh. Oh, oh. Okay. Where did he get me?
But really the only thing you can do at this point is be killed. Dying sends you to this weird hell environment to walk around until the end. Getting the sauna set up in time will have the demon join you for the relaxation. I've never played something revolving around a sauna before. It was definitely an interesting idea. The game is really interesting graphically too, with distorting visuals and weird lighting effects. Pop in your favorite Korpiklani album, crack open a case of Sadi, and go enjoy Sauna 2000.
What? Whoa! I'm so lost. At least different things are happening now. So I was right. There was a way to do this. But the sun? Is the sun gonna save me? Or am I gonna die again? Oh! Okay, different ending this time. Instead of getting killed, I, enjoyed my time with the Demon Man. So there you go. Ray Salvation CD-ROM. Well, there we go. That was Sauna 2000. Pretty chill. Interesting idea. Unique. Never played a game where the objective was to get a sauna going. So, yeah, there you go. The Library of Ouroboros and its vast store of occult knowledge. It's finally within your reach. In the end, it was almost too easy to find.
A Forbidden Place is another one that started off kind of slow and generic, but got really good by the end, and I wanted to play more of it. A Forbidden Place finds you investigating an occult library. You read through texts, which give clues not only to the world of the game, but also clues for solving puzzles needed to progress.
The case towards the window seems as... Think of yourself... you can't read these books, but okay, I think I get it. So we'll start at the window. and then go. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 6, 5. 1, 4, 6, 5, 3. See if that'll work. 4, 6, 5. A Yahtzee, bitch.
It's kind of like a first-person point-and-click game in a lot of ways. Spooky things start to happen as you find areas in the library, ending with you being contacted by demons, which trap you inside the library. It's a really cool premise, one that I want to see more fleshed out. Which there is a full release on itch, and it looks like they're trying to bring it to Steam too, so maybe I'll check that out down the line.
We have something more in mind for you. We think you like it.
What is it? A thank you. That's not scary. Okay. I like this one. Yeah, I liked that one. I will check that one out. I guess there's going to be more to it. It kind of reminded me of like those early 2000s horror games, like a Penumbra, I guess, with some like puzzles and creepy atmosphere and whatnot. Yeah, I liked it. We did not do this. Fatum Betula? Fatum Betula? You betula, bro. Placed in a world without change, you must create fate by watering an ancient plant, determine a future, and live in it. Well, let's see what this is like. Fatum Betula. I like this little intro. It reminds me of like those point and click FMV horror games that I played a couple years ago on the channel. I don't know why. It's just like kind of like throwback nostalgia. I like this too. The little PlayStation ghost. Alright.
Fatum Betula, I hope I'm saying that right. Fatum Betula, Fatum Betula, I think it's Fatum Betula, is another game with an interesting aesthetic. It starts off kind of generic, again with a castle and a forest. You're greeted by this mouth monster, and he explains you need to feed this plant. The plant will react based on what you feed it. You are given 3 vials to retrieve liquids, which are used to feed the plant. Since this is a demo, a lot of the game was locked off, but there was still a little forest area and a pond to explore. Nothing really seems out of the ordinary in this area until you find this painting, and then...
What did I do? What's going on? Just turned into a vaporwave hellscape. Whoa. What the...
Once you get back to reality, you kill this cat. It's the same cat you kill in Eek 3, coincidentally. Collect his blood, feed the plant, and the demo ends.
All these, like, games that have their lyrics, or, this dialogue, it reads like death metal lyrics or something. Interesting. I wonder what the other ones look like. Kind of a trend with a lot of these Haunted PS1 games is that it's not really... There's not a whole lot to these games. They're almost, like, a lot of them are tech demos, yes, but a lot of them are also just kind of walking simmy. Interactive art pieces. So there's no real mechanics. I can't really judge the games based on that. It's just kind of like interesting concepts. And this, yeah, I like the interesting concept. Had some philosophical ideals presented at the end there. And I like the vaporwave hellscape that we were presented to. Killer Bees. We didn't play this one. This looks like a shooter. That sounds good to me. Footage found from the Killer Bees case has been leaked online. You can witness what the officials hit for these are strictly 18 plus. This game contains disturbing images and gore.
Killer Bees is a first-person shooter where you walk around a dark cave-like house and survive against a swarm of killer bees. It's also depicted as a found footage tape, which gives you a cool aesthetic. There is a VHS visual mode, which is definitely the best way to play this game. Anyways, you just need to get through the house and survive against the swarm. To fend off against the swarm, you need to shoot them with guns found throughout the house. There are also these zombie-looking things around the house too. They don't really do anything, but they're pretty scary. This game is definitely difficult. You don't move very fast. The swarm can do a lot of damage really quickly, and since you need to walk backwards to avoid the swarm, there's a good chance you'll get stuck on a wall and die trying to avoid being killed. There are also these weird doors. I couldn't really figure out how they worked, but I think they unlocked if you killed a specific number of swarms. Anyways, it's a pretty fun little game, and it's aesthetic as fuck.
I love it already. Whoa. Is that allowed on YouTube? Fuck it. For centuries, the town of Ashfield has celebrated Thanksgiving with a week-long festival, but everything changed in 1986. What happened? Well, let's find out what the hell happened in Ode to a Moon.
Ode to a Moon Lost Disc is the demo for the upcoming game Ode to a Moon, developed by Color Fiction. It's described as a psychotronic experience game. Psychotronic is really just another term for a low-budget sci-fi horror B-movie. Ode to a Moon is really a walking sim in its purest form. There aren't any mechanics other than walking, but the visuals for this game are really cool. I'll let my in-the-moment thoughts speak more for me on this one, as it's kind of hard to review something with no mechanics.
I really like the aesthetic of this game. It looks really cool. Colors and everything. What's going on here? Eclipse. The eclipse. Ooh. Oh no. Oh no. The moon crashing. Is this Majora's Mask? Have we been met with a terrible fate? I have no idea if I'm going the right way. Everything kind of just looks the same. I'm definitely lost. What the fuck? What is going on? I will say the game looks cool. I like the aesthetic a lot. And honestly, make this into a first-person shooter. With like this other world. Don't make it hell. Make it something else. An alien world, or terraforming aliens, or terraforming Earth, something like that. But keep the colors and the lighting and everything. Yeah, that would be so cool. I am lost beyond recognition. Oh, wait, I found my way. We're good. We're ascending the stairs to the heavens. This is an odd game. I don't know what to make of it. It's a definite walking sim, which I don't prefer, but the aesthetic and the colors and the environments and the lighting are so interesting that I'm enjoying it. Like, this is so cool. Alright, I'm lost again. That is the one thing about this game, is that everything kind of just looks the same, and I get lost. It's very confusing. It's directionless. It's like a get lost in the woods sim, which is, what it is. Ah, a house. Cool. Alright, I found a way. I have a feeling I know what's coming up. That is not what I was anticipating. That's not what I was anticipating at all. Okay, so I guess it just ends abruptly there. Interesting. I loved the aesthetic of this one. I would like to see it fleshed out more, turn into a real game. I'm gonna check up on it and see if it is something like first-person shooter or even like an actual horror game, like fully fleshed out. But yes, I like where this one is going. The aesthetic is very cool. Oh, I guess we'll start with Dead Heat. Dames, Lies, Murder, Mystery, and Zombies. In Twilight Years of the 21st Century.
Dead Heat is looking really promising. Dead Heat is a fixed camera horror adventure game you play as one of two detectives, Sonia Vargas and the zombie Lilith Troy, as they uncover the truth behind the murder of a zombie. This game has a really unique setting, mixing detective noir themes with zombie horror. Zombies are intelligent in this world, they're part of society. It kind of reminds me of the comic The New Deadwardians, which was another horror mystery involving the murder of undead creatures. The demo includes the first room where you can explore and look for clues behind the identity of our victim. It follows typical point-and-click style affair with puzzles involving things you find in the environment, and even features some RPG elements like the ability to talk and question people for more information, and the ability to choose reputations like a clean cop, dirty cop, or black widow. Overall, this looks really promising. It's an interesting world with an interesting story. I have a soft spot for point and clicks, and it looks like this game is a solid meshing of point and click mechanics and RPG light mechanics presented in a fixed camera adventure game. I'll definitely be keeping my eye out for the full release for this one.
This one looks creepy. Filth comes crawling out of the cracks. Alright, let's do it. Draw your gun and click.
Filthbreed is probably one of the scarier games in the entire Haunted PS1 disc. It's a first-person shooter reminiscent of and inspired by games like Condemned. Everything looks grimy and dirty and disgusting. Basically, the story of Filthbreed is that homeless people in shelters are going missing and you are set to investigate. You are armed with a flashlight and a gun. You need to reload, and ammo is scarce, so you better make sure every shot counts. There are weird, grotesque rooms, and rooms filled with cockroaches. The enemies look creepy as well and often pop out of nowhere. Filthbreed is a dirty and gross FPS filled with a lot of atmosphere.
Oh shit. No. No, I'm out of ammo. No. I'll move on to the last one, Heartworm. I'm hoping this one has that creepy little head thing that was in E3, because I don't know what that was from, and I have not seen that in any of these games. So, yeah, it better be in this one.
And here we are to our last game, Heartworm. Heartworm is another fixed camera game complete with tank controls. Heartworm is a horror mystery game which tells the story of Sam, who receives a weird VHS tape in the mail. Watching the tape reminds her of the time that she would rather have forgotten, transporting her to a mysterious dark house. Mechanically, the game is old school. You wander around looking for items to help open doors and solve puzzles. The tank controls definitely feel dated, but adds to the aesthetic and tone of the game. There are many rooms to explore and things to read as you wander around the house, its yard, and adjoining garage. There's also a reoccurring motif of the VHS tape, which remains largely unexplained in this demo. While not quite as memorable as Dead Heat, this game still intrigued me, and I like the overall feel of the game. I want to play more, and discover what's so special about these damn VHS tapes.
Throw a VHS tape off the end. Oh, there was a person there. Can't move here, so.
And there you have the Haunted PS1 Demo Disc. It's a fun anthology of indie games, all contributing to the worthy collection of PS1-style horror games. It's pretty fun, and I will definitely be looking for the full version of several of these games. I definitely recommend checking out the PS1 Demo Disc for yourself. Remember to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more horror game content. We got more coming all month, and tomorrow we continue with this anthology series with a playthrough of Spookware.